2-hour candle. So now let's go to 3-month candles. So here you can see what has happened to Bitcoin every 3 months, right? Okay, now when should you buy? So you can use indicators from here. If you go to the top here it says indicators, metrics, and strategies. So here there are many basic indicators. Now this software will allow you up to about 2 indicators. Once you pay, it will allow you more indicators, right? So the indicators that I like at the moment is this CM. If you write down CM underscore Williams, CM underscore ultimate MA MTF V2 by Chris Moody. So this indicator is created by different people. This is called the Pine editor, where you can actually code your own indicator, right? As well, here you can see the Pine indicator. You can create your own indicator if you want. But anyways, let's use these indicators designed by the experts. So CM, here you see this one. I've already got this one here, you can see. Once you go, you can get into the settings and all of that, but I'll just give you a brief idea. See, now if I switch this on, I've switched it off, so I show it now. So here you can see this indicator, the weekly indicator, gives you a good idea. This is a 3-month candle. If I go to a weekly, so it gives you a good idea when to buy and sell. For example, here you can see when it was started becoming green, you could buy it and wait. So that was around September 23. And then now it is December 23. So that's about 3 months, right? You'll have to wait for 3 months, but many people don't have the patience. So if you bought it here when it was becoming green, you could have sold it here, right? But it is not easy. Like I said, again, if you sold it here, once it became red, you were on the sideline waiting for it to be green. If you took it here, and maybe it shows you again sort of a red here a little bit, and again green, and then red again. So if once you see red, maybe you can sell it here, right? And then, because if you don't watch and if you just assume that it's green now, so it'll keep going up, that's not going to work. You'll have to see. But if you're working on a weekly chart, you can have a look every other day or every week to see what has happened to your money, basically, right? So this again, once it was green here, maybe you could have bought then, but you would have suffered here, meaning it was going sideways, right? So you should have some patience. And once it became green here, maybe you could buy, then wait. When it comes red, if you want, you can sell it. Or if it's a small red here, not going much down, you can still wait. And again, because I know the price is up here, I can easily say you could have waited. But when you are trading now here, nobody can say anything unless it becomes red. If it becomes red here, you could, if you already had purchased, then you could sell and wait until it becomes green again. So you can easily make profits. It's not that bad as well. Here you can see, for example, see if you bought somewhere here when it became red, green, and then sold it when it became red here. So that increase you can see by $6,600. It went up from 17,000. On the right hand side, you can see the blue values, right? 17,012 to 23,000. That's about $6,000. And it went up by about 38%. So if you invested about $10,000, you would have made $3,800 of profit from December to February in that 2-3 months, right? Similarly, again, if you purchased it somewhere here when it was green here, and you sold it when it became red, again 22%, right? Same thing if you bought somewhere here, you can make that about 33-40% roughly, right? If you bought it here, you could have sold it here 60% today, roughly. Okay, so that's one of the indicators, fantastic indicator that I like. It changes color as well. There are so many other moving averages that would have the same color. So if I go onto the settings, for example, right, and if I change color by direction, if I click it, then it will show me only one. So it doesn't tell me when to buy and sell. So this is how most of the indicators would look, moving averages. But I like this one where it has option to change the color based on the direction, based on the momentum. So this is one of the top indicators. Nobody is going to give you all this information for free, right? I try to help everybody to make some money. Anyways, that is one of the best indicators that I like. And the other one is called the Williams Alligator. right? Williams was one of the top traders many decades ago. He created his own indicator called Williams Alligator. I'll switch this off for the time being. I'll switch this on. So here there are three sort of averages, right? Here you can see when the price is going. Now again, you have taken a weekly time frame. I have chosen is weekly, right? So it's very sort of distinguishable only with higher time frames. If you go with very low time frames, you will not be able to identify. So let me show you. Let's say we go to a 30-minute chart, right? See, now here it's very difficult to know, but again, I have the setting of this for 1 week, so I can make it by the chart. So here, for example, it will change based on the chart time frame. But I always make sure one of the alligator is set to a week. So even if I chose a smaller time frame, right, it will show me the weekly alligator. So anyway, so now here you can see right now it is showing me the 30-minute alligator and the 30-minute ultimate moving average, right? If I switched it on, both of them are switched on right now, right? And I'm switching it off. So anyways, you can see the alligator here is showing me that the price is coming down. So the green, red, and the blue is on the right hand side. The price is below it. So the chances are it will hit as like that as a resistance and will come down. But because it is a 30-minute indicator, it can easily fail to give the correct information. Similarly, people trade with 5 minutes and 15 minutes to make quick money, but they lose a lot of money as well, right? Let's say I was assuming that the indicator is showing me the price is below these three now, below the green, red, and blue. So should I sell? If you try to sell it here, then price would have gone up here, for example, right? Here as well, when you think that the price is on the left-hand side above the green, red, and blue, so you can buy here, it will go up and you can sell it here. But 30-minute and all of this is high risk. So if you go to a weekly chart, right, so it gives you all the information, right, very clearly. And here you can see when the price comes above. So now, what do I think? Okay, now I showed you the indicator. I've showed you the past information. It's very easy when things have happened. Anybody can say, oh, we could have bought it here and sold it here. That's because these indicators are lagging indicators. They give you information later after the price action because they are based on their calculations based or formulas based on the price action at the moment. So it gives information later. So almost things would have happened when by the time the indicator gives you the information. So all indicators are lagging indicators. There are a few leading indicators, but they are again based on some prediction models, and they may not be necessarily accurate. Right. So if you let's say, okay, now what can I say about the future? This is the most important. This is where you make the money, right? So okay, what can you say about this guy, right? So now I wouldn't buy here at the moment. I would wait for a small retracement, right? And if it remains, so let's say it's just like this one. It went up, came down, and then tries to bounce up again. Then I will have some confidence to buy because this is a weekly chart and this indicator is showing you weekly information. So that is much stronger, much more valid, right? Confluence with other data. So you can trust it, right? So again, this is too high. So there's a possibility that it will retrace a little bit. And if it stays above these green, red, and blue, there's a chance that you can buy and then it can continue to go up. Now, this phase is called the bull run, right? People talk about the bull run, meaning, the price is going up. This whole phase is called the bear market or the bear run, right? Bears and bulls is a fight. Basically, what is prices? Basically, depending on how many people are buying and selling. More people buy, price goes up. More people sell, price comes down. So people who bought here would have sold here, right? And when new people buy here, they are stuck. The price is not going up. They get scared. They sell. Everybody keeps selling, right? Fear of the market, and then the price keeps coming down. And again, now the smart money knows that now, for example, based on their indicators, so now I would know, okay, now this is trying to almost straighten here. The price is trying to straighten. trying to cross my alligator upwards. So I can actually start purchasing here. Again, you should be purchasing, it's called DCA, dollar cost averaging. So if you want to invest $10,000, you don't invest all $10,000. Even though your indicator is showing that there's a chance that it's going up, you buy for about $3,000 and you wait. If the price goes up, you're laughing, you're making money. If the price goes down, let's say from here it still came down here, then you buy for another 3,000, you buy another 3,000. But if the price doesn't come here, yes, you would have lost the opportunity to buy or full amount. But if you invest at full amount and then it came down, then you would be stuck here for many, many months or years to come. So like I said, money can be made every few years. People online will tell you that you can make money every day. It's very difficult to make money every day. It's possible. I've made a lot of money. I've made thousands of dollars in a single day and lost it the next day as well. So I don't recommend anybody to trade every day. It's a waste of time, a lot of stress. Try and trade weekly, monthly, right? When I say weekly, look at weekly charts, but you're trading monthly. Right now, here I can go to the daily time frame, right? And also the daily time frame shows the alligator going up and down, but I can set the alligator to show me the weekly time frame. The alligator will be set to weekly, but the price action is daily. So see, you can see it tells me if I was buying here and expecting it to go up, I'd be a fool, because I know the indicator is showing me the trend is downwards, and I should never buy here. So okay, now when it crossed up here, I know I can buy. Again, this is a bit too high to buy. You can wait for a retracement to buy here. Okay, now that is just BTC. Okay, now you can also buy much more cheaper, smaller coins. Like say, I recommended about 10 different coins about 1 or 2 weeks ago in my Telegram group, and all of them are up about 20, 30, some of them went up 50%. I can show you some of my trades as well. Okay, I'll show you what I did for BTC, for example, Poles recently. So Poles USDT is one of the tokens. So here you can see this is the daily thing. It doesn't show my trades. Yeah, basically this one doesn't show my trades, but if I go to the historical trade history, so from there in the last 1 month, for example, here you can see I have bought Poles, for example. Here you can see I sold them at $0.8, right? I sold this much Poles, and if you see, I bought it at a very low price. I bought Poles here. You can see I bought at 0.36. Right, I bought it at 0.36, around 1,300 Poles around here for about, I think, $500 or so. And then I was able to double the money and sell the Poles here, right, at 0.8. So here you can see all this 750, 10, this is about close to about $1,500 of sale. Right, so this is just to give you an example, but I do make calls every now and then when I feel because giving calls is also not easy, especially when people are relying on your calls. Okay, let's give you an idea of the Poles. For example, Poles USDT. Here you can see on Binance. So here you can see I bought it around 0.3 somewhere here, and I sold it at 0.8. So I knew when to get out. So now it has already dropped. So if I waited, being more greedy, I would have lost. So now I don't care whether it goes down or up. If it does come down, maybe I will buy a little bit here and keep it for long term. Right? But you can see all the